Welcome everyone, and welcome to the Alliance presentation for 2024, where we'll set out our plan for the year. My name's Terry Marston. I'm the Director of the Alliance of Independent Agencies, and today we're going to reveal our plans for 2024 to represent, promote, and really support the independent agency community. But for that, let's have a look at some of our highlights for 2023, if it works. There we go.
Any sound?
Here we are today then, with over 100 agencies strong, representing 7,000 people as the UK's leading trade body for the independent agency community. And we speak to our members every single day, and we know how tough it is at the moment for agencies. With this in mind, our theme for 2024 is We've Got Your Back. We developed our program with this as the core theme, providing even more value to our members and being the voice of all independent agencies in the UK. With that being said, here's what we'll show you today to prove our commitment to you. We'll show you how we've scaled up the value for our members with an enhanced members benefits package, how we'll help you develop your people to ensure that they grow and they perform at the best for their agency. We'll also drive networking and collaboration so you're better connected. We'll help you improve your agency performance and gain the edge through insights and data, and build your agency's profile to stand out in a crowded market. And how better to achieve this with a stronger alliance team to serve you, our members. The first thing we want to announce is our new members benefit package. This ensures we are dialing up the value for our members in a time when independent agencies need an organization like the Alliance they can really turn to provide the expertise, guidance, and the support. So, I know this is a bit daunting, this slide, but this is a one-pager that details our comprehensive list of Alliance member benefits, featuring what's new for 2024 also, as you can see. This includes £1,300 of extra value in the form of free training and a free entry into the Independent Agency Awards. And also new is a search engine in the members area to see what your clients' real payment terms are. And I'm sure that's going to really help with the cash flow. And we also have created something that our members have been begging for ages. It's called Alliance Recommends. It's a directory of recommended suppliers. And we're going to explore these new things further in the presentation. And now I'll hand over to our head of people, Suzanne Barnes, and she'll be explaining how we are developing your people.
Good morning, everybody. Happy New Year. I just wanted to spend a few minutes talking about how we're supporting you and your people with some new initiatives in 2024. The major things I want to talk about is some free training, which I think you'll be pleased to hear about, a leadership pathway program, some changes to our digital training, and how we're... Sorry, I think there's some background noise there. And how we're supporting our northern based agencies. So if we move on to the next slide, Terry, please. I think this is kind of one of our most exciting initiatives for 2024. Obviously, we all know how important it is to support our people and invest in their training. But obviously, when times are tough, it is one of those things that quite often slips off. So for all agencies that are on our enhanced benefit package, they will receive 10 free places on our on some training in 2024. So we've identified 8 courses, which you'll see there: Don't Present Sell, How Agencies Need to Change with the Digital Landscape, Learn How to Tame Your Inner Critic, The 7 Ideas, How to Quick Start Your Creativity, What We Know Wins Pitches, Learn Techniques to Engage Audiences, Find Out What Clients Really Want from Agencies, and You Don't Have to Be a Creative to be creative. Now, all of these are proper training courses run by our trainers. We're not asking suppliers or members to come in and kind of do a talk. These are proper training courses. So everybody will get, on the enhanced benefits package, gets 10 free places. They're valued at £100. You can book extra places if you so wish. You can use all 10 free places on one course, or you can spread them throughout the year. It's entirely up to you. And each of the courses are delivered via Zoom, and they're 60 minutes long. All of those are now available on the website, so you can find more information. So we're really, really excited kind of about this, and I hope you see it's a kind of big investment and support in you as our members. The second initiative, which I wanted to talk to you about, is the Leadership Pathway Programme. So we've been asked by some of our members if we have anything to support those kind of rising stars, the people that we know are going to be on the board or next kind of senior leadership positions, and how we can help support them when they get into that role. We spoke to a number of senior leaders in the industry to ask them kind of what critical skills they felt people needed, and what they wished they'd known before they were promoted. And from that, we've put together what we think is the only programme really focused on newly appointed agency leaders. And we're doing this so that when you get to that position, you can hit the ground running. I know when I kind of was put onto the board, I was asked to do all sorts of things that I didn't feel well equipped to do. So this is a 9-month programme starting in April of this year, and it's for the next generation of agency leaders. So it could be people about to be promoted onto the board. It could be people who are already on the board looking for their next kind of senior leadership position. It's not just for account handlers, it's for all departments across the agency. And we will only have 16 places. And we will make sure that everybody is of that kind of same level. So we will be talking to people before they kind of get accepted onto the course. And it's going to take the following format. There's 5 live networking events, which I'll spend a bit more time talking about. We then have 10 seminars throughout the 9 months, and these will be around those kind of key skills and knowledge areas that we believe delegates will need to know. Everybody will get a mentor who they'll talk to throughout the programme, who can help and guide them. We'll have a communication platform, and we'll be asking all delegates to work on an Agency of the Future presentation. So they'll be split into groups, and they'll present this back, and we will share that with the membership. So on the next page, just to give you a little bit more information of what we'll be covering, I just wanted to talk about the seminars. These will be evening seminars. It's about kind of networking and collaboration, and we think this is really important for this group of people. But we've got, I think, a fabulous lineup of people that will be talking. We have Sir Martin Sorrell talking about the qualities needed to be an outstanding agency leader. We have Dame Scilla Snowball on resilience. Rankin is talking to us about how to create a fertile creative culture. Alessandro Bellini from Tesco and many other senior client roles on building great long-term client relationships, and Ian Milner on the successful startup. So I think that in itself is kind of hugely exciting. We're really kind of proud and pleased to kind of be able to offer that. And as I said, there's all the other elements that go with it. This isn't on the website yet, but it will be shortly. And as I said, there are just 16 places starting in April. On the next slide, I just briefly want to talk about our digital training. Obviously, AI is what a lot of people are talking about. We've done some little sessions in Green Jam in 2023, but we've changed our digital offering so that in 2024, we'll be doing an introduction to generative AI. The next level is how to use generative AI for agencies. And then towards the end of the year, we'll be looking at the future of digital in agencies. Again, all of those are on the website at the moment. And then obviously on the next slide, one other thing, we know that people value face-to-face training, and we've definitely seen a return to it in 2023 with people wanting more face-to-face training. Obviously, it's more difficult for the regions if we're only doing face-to-face in London. So we want to trial doing face-to-face initially in Manchester to support our regional agencies. So we have 6 courses which we're going to run in 2024, which you can see there. And if successful, then we'll look at expanding this to other regions, because we really are committed to supporting our regional agencies. I will be doing a separate meeting for all the for northern-based agencies, just to try and understand demand, because there are some slightly different logistics, obviously, in getting the trainers to another destination. So anybody who is based in the north who might be interested in this will be getting in touch, and just doing a very quick session on how to get involved. And then finally, I think, on the next slide, obviously we've got all our old favourites. The 90-minute Zoom courses continue to be very popular. We've taken the most popular ones of 2023 and added some new ones. They're just £125. Obviously, we've got our excellence courses, short, much smaller group sizes, only 8 people. We have our diploma in strategy, creativity and communications, which we run once a year. That will start in September. We had 24 people on it, well, still on it, from last year, which was full. We have 5 half-day business development courses, which we do in conjunction with JFDI. And of course, we do a DI Essential Certificate, mental health training. And I just wanted to mention, because I'm not sure everybody knows this, but we do quite a lot of bespoke training. So that could be you come to us and say you want to run one of our courses in-house, or it could be that we don't have exactly what you're looking for and we develop something specifically for you. So if you do have those kind of needs, please do get in touch. And on that note, on the next slide, I just wanted to, we just go to the next slide, thanks, to say, I'm sure most of you do have a training plan, but I do sometimes speak to agencies that don't. We have a new business plan, we'll have a people plan, but we don't always have a training plan, which is linked to your business objectives and to individual appraisals, and involves all kind of heads of departments. So if you don't, we do have a kind of document to help you put that together. And I'm very happy to go through that and share that with you. Should you want to do that. We always recommend, and I've already started to have meetings with some agencies about planning for the year. I think if you can plan in advance, it is much better for everybody. So if that is of interest, again, please do drop me an email and get in touch, and we can arrange a session. And I think that is it from me.
Thank you very much, Suzanne. So the Alliance is always keen to ensure agencies are networking to drive collaboration. The following slides will show some of the events we have planned for Q1 to facilitate this and make sure that you are better connected and informed. As an addition to our 10 peer-to-peer action groups in key agency roles, which actually meet quarterly, we'll be hosting small intimate roundtable sessions to bring our agencies together in person to tackle the issues that are affecting us most. These smaller settings allow each person to be heard and facilitate better discussion and easier to find solutions. As a member, is there a specific topic you would like to see put forward for our roundtable sessions? Let us know. Our first CEO Summit of the year sees us look at the agency business model with Caroline Johnson from the Business Model Company. We'll look at how we can drive change, moving away from timesheets and increasing politicization. This is essential that the Alliance brings this topic to the fore to arm you with the latest thinking and enable you to future-proof your agency. Now, it's a startling fact that only 31%, yes, that's 31% of the public has trust in the work we do. In the first In the Hot Seat of the year, we'll be joined by Mark Lund, Chair of ASBOS, discussing how the industry can secure greater trust from its audience. Then the Hot Seat interview series gives you access to the wider industry and its players to ensure you're always in the know. Sorry, if you could put your yourself on mute, whoever's talking at the moment. Thank you.
That's not us.
It is not AI that will take your job, but someone who knows how to use it and how true this really is. We know how revolutionary AI has been and will be in our industry in 2024. This Changemakers event, Creativity plus AI for a Better World, is but one example of how we're standing with you in this era of change. It's been created to bring together our creative community to learn from the foremost experts in this area and help them embrace this technology, not to be scared by it. Now, the Alliance is unique as it supports everyone in the agency. The Green Jam series is a testament to this. Monthly sessions dedicated to more junior staff. They facilitate networking, nurture, inspire, and educate your talent. So please ensure that they get the year off to a great start by joining us online on the 16th of January for a session on career progression with Fani Alexander, and also with Tiffany St. James on digital trends for 2024. So yeah, please get your people to sign up to that one, because those are two brilliant sessions. And throughout the year, we've got one every month, some in person, some online. So a great way for them to access the wider industry, network with their peers. Now, the Alliance membership consists of 30% agencies based in the regions. We're therefore ensured we have built programs exclusively for them. These include the Mad Up North, essentially a Mad Fest in Manchester, the face-to-face training that Suzanne discussed earlier, and also regular regional roundtables. Now, in a time when performance means more than ever, we have got you covered to ensure your agency has access to the latest data and insight. We'll help you improve your agency's performance through the evolution of the People Pulse, a new agency performance pulse, our new payment terms search engine, and our partner directory that I mentioned before, Alliance Recommends. With almost 1,000 responses per quarter and over 60 agencies participating, we know how valuable the People Pulse is to our members. Thus, we have begun work in evolving the People Pulse to give you better and deeper insights through instant access to data, improved analytics, benchmarking, and trends. This all feeds into our mission as a people-first organization to stand with you in supercharging your agency's culture. Another evolution from the commercial pulse is the agency performance pulse. It's a biannual survey measuring performance against key commercial KPIs. The defining elements is that the data will be current and not retrospective, ensuring that you can benchmark the agency performance against your peers, keeping your finger on the pulse. And following on from our debate on legislation for late payments in Parliament in 2023, we have started to build on this initiative by partnering with Good Business Pays. This has allowed us to build a new feature in our members area, where you may search for true payment terms of the clients you're engaging with to ensure that you enter these relationships, knowing when you'll be paid and to better manage your cash flow. We are joined by Terry Corby, I hope, the founder, who will now be able to explain more about the organization and our plans together in 2023. Terry Corby, are you on here today?
I hope so. I think I am.
There he is.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you for inviting me to your session. I'm Terry Corby, and I'm the founder and CEO of Good Business Pays, set up 3 years ago to try and bring an end to slow and late payment, which I know is something that is a big problem in this area. We work on 4 levels. The first level is government, who create the rules, and we're heavily involved with the current administration and also with the Labour policy team to make sure that the right rules will be in place to protect small business. We then work with big businesses to try and persuade them to pay faster and at least on time. And taking it down 1 level further, we have specific programs for their procurement and accounts departments to help them understand the challenges for small businesses and what they need to do to pay faster. And then finally, we work with small businesses via industry associations like this. So we're very happy to be able to supply that information through your portal so that you can look up on that site, in the Alliance of Independent Agencies site, any large company to find out what their payment terms are, what percentage of invoices they pay late. Next month, we will be publishing our annual list of the best and worst across 18 sectors. So you'll be able to see who the clients are you might like to work with and which ones you want to avoid. We managed to identify one in your own sector quite recently that wrote to its suppliers and said that they were renegotiating on the basis of a 180-day minimum payment term. That's 6 months after you've done the work to get paid. And interestingly, when you look at their clients who we list on our site, you can see why they're taking a long time to pay. So it's a pretty important thing. My only request of you is that all of the good stuff that we do and all of the information that's an update on our work is on our LinkedIn page. That's where we put updates. So I can see there's almost 100 people here, so I'd love another 100 LinkedIn likes at least, or follows to our page, because it's hard work that we do here to make this happen. But we're very happy to be supporting you and the Alliance. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Terry. Yeah, it's such an important initiative for us. And our debate in Parliament, we won that. It was a slam dunk. I think there was about 2 people opposed the motion of putting legislation into payment terms. So working with you, I think we're going to really, really be able to drive change in this area. So thank you, Terry. Nice. We are constantly asked by our members for our recommendations of suppliers. We have created Alliance Recommends as the Alliance's version of a tracker trade, let's say, for agencies. It's a searchable directory of trusted suppliers recommended by your fellow members, and that's what makes it really unique. The directory is now live and can be accessed via the members area, and we have begun to populate it, but we need your help in order to grow it. So please look out for our emails so that you can have the chance to recommend your suppliers to the community. The Alliance has got your back in such a congested market. We have built-in benefits to ensure your voice is heard and you stand out in the crowd. So in terms of building your profile, we're going to be looking at the awards 2024 at MadFest and the evolution of that. We'll also be working with LBB through our partnership, and all our agencies will be offered agency spotlights to be published in there. Obviously, numerous speaking opportunities at all of our events and our partner events. And then we'll have Charles Parkinson talking about a very new and exciting initiative that we are doing with the How I Became podcast. And I'm pretty sure many of you on this call know all about that because it's a stunning podcast. Right, so into the Independent Agency Awards. So the Independent Agency Awards is how we differentiate the independent agency community. This is how we highlight their strengths, the client community, and the wider industry. Their entrepreneurial spirit, their superb agility, their bravery, and outstanding client service. It is all on show at the biggest marketing show in the UK, MadFest. We'll build on the success of 2023 to bring bigger and better awards in 2024, and to ensure you get your work in front of our judging panels made of 50% senior decision-making clients. Now, we are giving our members one free entry into the awards as part of the package. And what's an awards ceremony without entertainment? Introducing Let Indies Entertain You. It's a talent competition where the entrants work in independent agencies. We have overwhelming talent working in the industry. Think of people such as comedian Rob Mayhew. So whether you're a singer, you're a dancer, comedian, musician, performer, in a band, whatever it is, we want to hear from you. And you need to enter Let Indies Entertain You. And what's the prize? You'll perform to 500 people at the awards ceremony on the 2nd of July at Mapfest. And now I'd like to hand over to Charles Parkinson, who's the co-founder of How I Became podcast. Charles, are you there? Is he on the call?
Thanks, Terry.
There he is. Excellent.
Yes.
Thank you.
And
Over to you.
not just myself is here. We have both hosts of the show as well. Ashley Samuels McKenzie.
Greetings, everyone.
Go for it,
Would
Ash.
you like me to get to the next slide?
Yes, we're here.
Excellent.
So today we're sharing an opportunity for two members of the Alliance to have their personal brand and company story told to the world on a platform that's taken the marketing and advertising industry by storm, the How I Became podcast. We've interviewed the CEOs and leaders of the biggest agencies in the UK, Saatchi & Saatchi, VCCP, Havas, St. Luke's, Group M, WPP, and many more. And for a special price for the Alliance, we've agreed a deal for two members of the Alliance to go through our consultancy to craft your personal and company brand story and have your story filmed, edited, and broadcasted on our platforms with the full price of $7.5K. With two Alliance members, we'll get that for $6,499. But why do we do it in the first place? And it's that the journey to the top often remains shrouded in mystery. These narratives aim to inspire individuals aspiring to influential roles, while also offering insights into the pathways for achieving greater success in their own lives. The format: an in-person video interviewed hosted by myself and Charles, shot in high-quality 4K. We have some of the highest quality content in the podcasting world. These episodes on average are around 1.5 to 2 hours in duration, and we release the full episodes on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music, with the shorter clips broke down for TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, X, and Facebook. The numbers. Well, the biggest reach comes from the social cut downs of the episodes of our TikTok, where we have 27,000 followers, with some of our biggest videos gaining 300K to 1 million in organic views, 20 to 90K likes, and 50 to 20K saves, with from 100 to 1,700 comments. Our newsletter announcing each episode goes out to the most influential people in the advertising and marketing industries, with our episodes receiving between 8,000 and 15,000 views across all platforms. We're also in the top 10 careers podcasts in the UK on Apple Podcast charts, with a gender audience of around 63% female, 34% male, 2% non-specified, and 1% non-binary. And our geography being of 50% of our audience based in the UK, 21% in the United States, 4% Australia, 2% Canada, 2% South Africa, Kenya, and 1% in Germany. With the age range, you could see at the bottom, our most popular age range is being between 28 and 34 and 35. No, 23 and 27, sorry, and 28 and 34. We are just on the eve of filming our next season. and it will be at the Spotify studios at the Embankment. And here you can see a range of our guests that we've got lined up for this next season. Very interesting and influential people from across the industry of tech and media and brand. Here we go.
So, yeah, in terms of the steps that are involved for that investment, it's not just a sit down and come and have a chat for an hour type podcast. We do a lot of over 80 hours of work per episode. To one, you'll get a consultancy with us to craft your personal and company brand story. So we'll sit down with you for a 60 to 90-minute session and craft out what that story is. So when we get to the day, we know exactly how we're going to tell your story and your company story in an authentic way, and also a really engaging way, which is what we're very good at. So we'll go through that process with you. Then we'll go through our own research and planning after that session to go through the notes from the consultancy, which we record. And we plan out how to really tell your story in a great way. So you just have to come on the day, sit down, relax, and answer the questions and tell stories. Then the day itself, as Ash mentioned, shot in 4K, very high quality. And we've got a great lighting setup, microphones and cameras, etc. And all those assets, when it gets to post-production that we create and push out across our platforms, you'll get those assets too, to use as you please, whether you want to create a speaker reel or have it as part of your show reel, or put the assets out on your own social media channels. You can do that too. And we've seen really good results for the companies that have come on and shared the trailers and assets on their platforms. Group M, WPP, etc. Have us getting really good. Some of the most popular posts, especially on LinkedIn, of the last 6 months have been our content. And so that's the process. You'll get 5 social cut downs and a trailer from that shoot, and we'll be recording in February. So it's not something you have to wait too long for. And then that will be released in February, March, or April, depending on when you want to have that out. So yeah, if that sounds interesting, as we said, we can only do 2 members, but if you'd like that, I think reach out to Terry, and we'll be working with the Alliance to choose who those lucky 2 will be. And I shall share the link to all our socials in the chat there, so you can have a look across the platforms. Thanks, Terry.
Thank you so much for that. Yeah, it's a big opportunity. So good luck to the people who are chosen eventually. All right. So all the stuff that we've been speaking about previous to this, it really hinges on us making sure that we strengthen the Alliance team, because it's a hell of a lot of work that we're going to have to get through in 2024. So in order to serve you better, we've looked to grow the team, and with only the best people. So I'd like to introduce Ian Houghton. He's not on this call. He's sunning himself in South Africa at the moment on holiday, but he's the co-founder of Badfest, and he's our new board director. And then we also have Ben Ward, who is our new operations executive. Now, Ben actually worked for us on a work placement for about 3 months a year ago, and I was so impressed by him. So he's joined the team, and he's already making big strides in helping us improve our service for our members. So welcome, Ben, to the team. And this is for all you guys. We are actually actively recruiting a growth / commercial manager, let's say. So please, if you've got any recommendations, email me. And I'd like to hear from you guys about that one. And this is the team for 2024. So our founders, Clive and Graham, are still here with us and helping us every single day in the running of the Alliance. Suzanne, who you've heard from, our head of people, Kirsty, the membership manager, Martin, our marketing manager, George, who's actually created this presentation for us today, and all the visual stuff that you see, Tracy, who is our talent manager, who works directly with Suzanne, and as I said earlier, Ben, who's our new ops exec. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us, and I'd like to open the floor to any questions that you have. My email's at the bottom there if you'd like to get in touch. Yeah, just reach out if you have any questions, but please feel free to ask any now.